Hailing all the way from El Cajon, California, it's his 18th start, four-time winner of the All-Star race, Jimmie Johnson!
He say, do you love me? I tell her only partly. I only love my bed and my mom.
Welcome him to the All-Star race from Byron, Michigan, Erik Jones.
81, they'll bring the crashes to the party. And you know me, turn the 02 into the 03. Without 40 Ollie, there be no me. Imagine if I never met the broskies. God's plan, God's plan, God's plan, God's plan. She say, do you love me? I tell her only part.
Can he win again from South Bend, Indiana, Ryan Newman?
God's plan, God's plan, God's plan. She say, do you love me? I tell her only partly. I only love my bed and my mama.
His 10th time at the All-Star race from Mayetta, New Jersey, Martin Truex Jr. His second time here, and you know him very well. Welcome, North Carolina, Austin Dillon. Your two-time All-Star winner from Bakersfield, California, Kevin Harvick. Your 2017 winner, his 14th All-Star race from Las Vegas, Nevada, Kyle Busch. Everybody loves this guy. His 10th All-Star race from Emporia, Kansas, Chris Boyer.
Those are the 19 drivers that are going for a big paycheck tonight. $1 million on the line. It's the All-Star Race from Charlotte Motor Speedway. We're taking a break. The Grid Walk straight ahead. You're watching Race Day, presented by Coca-Cola.
Well, we're on the grid. It's a beautiful night. Bryson Burns is alongside again. Appreciate you joining me, buddy. What are you thinking?
Oh, Michael, this is the All-Star Race, man. Let's go have some fun. We have the $1 million right here. In fact, let's go over to our friend Kurt Busch right there and get it started.
Ask Kurt what's going on.
What's up, Kurt? How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great, man. You?
I'm doing really good. Do you think you'll be able to win the All-Star Race like you did back in 2010? And if so, what do you think will be the strategy tonight?
I think we can win it. I'm after the $1 million. Monster Energy sponsorship. Key, restarts, using that friend for about 50 yards and then ditching them and go on road. You got to block like a champion tonight.
I got to tell you what, Kurt, I've never been prouder of my buddy. He's got this down, doesn't he? It's chip off the old block.
About ready to take everybody's job.
That's right. Come on, let's go find somebody else.
All right, Michael.
Look, it's Brad Keselowski and Hall of Famer Leonard Wood chatting here. Let's see what Brad's got to say. Get him, Bryson.
How you doing tonight, Brad?
Good. How are you, Bryson?
Good. Now, we have the $1 million right here, but we won't let anyone get this. This ain't no Busch League. You have to win it, Brad.
Real money?
Yes, sir.
Don't touch.
No. You got to win it, Brad. You got to win it. Now, what are you going to be able to do? Are you going to be able to pull off a miraculous win like you did last week at Kansas?
Well, that's the plan. I think, we got a little bit of a hole to dig out of starting 14th, but, if we can make the right moves, there's enough laps, 80-some laps, and a lot of stages, a lot of opportunities to shake things up. Got to get the restarts just right, got to do the pit strategy just right, and I've got to run the right line. So everybody's got to be perfect tonight to win this race, but we've been so close. We've led so many laps, had such a great opportunity before. I feel like we're due.
A lot of talk about Hall of Fame and the career that you've had, and we know that's certainly something that's going to happen in the future. An all-star race on the resume would certainly make you happy too, wouldn't it?
It would. This the money would be nice. Don't get me wrong, but
check it out.
This is a very prestigious race to us in this sport. This is a chance to say you've won one of the biggest and best races that has all the pedigree and lore that you look for in professional sports, and it would be a real honor.
You know what I love? Jeff Gordon said it'll be a restart that wins it tonight. You did the perfect restart late last week, so good luck tonight, buddy.
Thanks, Michael.
What was that?
I don't know.
Let's go find Eric Amarola. How you doing, bud? You ready to race? Johnny Klossmeyer hanging in there?
What's up, Eric? How you doing?
Wonderful. How are you?
Good. Now we got the $1 million right here, man. No. I did the same thing.
It's kind of real. It's mostly real.
I did the same thing to Brad over there. You got to win it tonight. What are you going to be able to do tonight, dude? What do you think?
Well, you've got to have a lot of on-throttle time. These cars are glued to the racetrack, and we're going to be 3, 4, 5 wide. It's going to be some wild restarts like you saw in the Open, and hopefully we can capitalize on them. We've got a really fast Smithfield Ford Mustang. Driver screwed up in qualifying yesterday, getting to my pit box, so I'm going to have to make up for it tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be a big race here today, as you said, and I can expect to see a lot of good racing like we did in the Open, especially at the end of segment 1 between Byron and Wallace. That was really impressive.
He's already more professional than you are, Michael.
Eric, you didn't have to point that out. I know it. It's true. What about those finishes we saw? Bryson Burns is nailing it. Here's Denny Hamlin. Hi, Taylor. How are you? Denny Hamlin getting a little pre-race talk. I got my buddy, Bryson Burns.
How you doing?
He's the one with the money, right?
Yes, sir. No. Is he good at golf? A genuine
No, he's
question.
awful. He knows.
Well, look what we have here for you, buddy.
Dang.
Get your hands off.
Can I put a finger on it?
I don't think it's good luck if you do that. What about those finishes in the Open races? Crazy. Do you expect the same thing in All-Star tonight?
That was pretty amazing racing for sure. That was fun to watch. And yeah, I mean, for the fans' sake, we definitely should put on a show like that.
No doubt. And I think that's what's coming. There's Chase Elliott over there.
Let's go over to
Bryson,
him.
Let's go get him.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
take our money with us. Everybody likes us now that we have this money. Kind of fun. See what Chase is up to. He's talking to Mrs. Hendrick. Bryson, take over. Here he is right here.
What's up, Chase? How are you doing?
How you doing?
Good to see you.
My buddy Bryson Burns. Chase, how are you?
Yeah, doing well. He's Bryson. You're not.
Yeah. We brought money because people like us more this way.
Can I keep one of these?
No, you can't. No. You got to show that you have the true stuff tonight. Are you going to be able? You're going to be willing to make a nice move like the pass in the grass or something like that? You're going to be able to make a big move like that to win it all?
I would definitely be down, although the pass in the grass wasn't actually a pass. But yeah, whatever it takes. I feel like tonight's the night to do it, and yeah, who cares? Whatever. Go.
So 30 years later, it's still not a pass, right?
32 years later, it's still not a pass, actually. But hey, whatever.
And by the way, if you did make a daring move like that, you would be passing in the AstroTurf.
It would be. It's actually really nice. You know, those guys, somebody spun out and didn't rip the front of the car off of it.
And did it rip the grass up? I was wondering what was going to happen.
No, it looks really nice. Beautiful job by whoever did it.
Yeah. Congratulations to whoever did that. Let's go see what Joey Logano's doing. Every time I say Joey Logano's name, Bryson, I say Joey Logano, and I don't really know why. Hey, Joey. Michael Waltrip and my buddy Bryson Burns doing a little grid walking.
What's up, Joey? How are you?
I'm great. Oh, look what you got.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody likes us.
Oh, yeah.
That was nice.
Now, Joey.
So you handed it out before the race, or how's this going to work?
Nah, you got to win it. I know you won the Monster Energy Series last year. You won that championship. We won't be willing to give it just out freely, even to someone like you. You got to earn this. What do you think you're going to do to earn it tonight?
I'm going to pass all the cars in front of me to make that happen. And I think I got the car to do it. I got the team to do it. We're going to be aggressive all night, do what it takes. We've seen the Open. Man, that race was amazing. I mean, every finish was incredible. So I'm excited because if it was like that just to get in the race, imagine what they do for $1 million.
You got
We're gonna
that
be crazy.
You know, you got that right. And I was just wondering, as a competitor and a guy that's going to be out there running 180 miles an hour, 3 wide more than likely, how do you balance aggression and how you get to the checkered flag?
You don't.
I like go for it, and then you get $1 million if it all works out.
That's right. Being patient doesn't win that.
No,
Not at all.
Patience might get you a championship, but not $1 million on a Saturday night.
No, sir.
It's going to be short track style racing, and they're going to be all over the place, Bryson.
It's going to be great. It's great. It's going to be great tonight, Michael. Honestly, I see a lot of great racing out here, just like we did in the opening segments. And I would encourage you to stick around to see the All-Star race tonight.
Live on FS1.
You know what time it is?
I believe it's time to fly, pray, and sing.
Pray, sing, and fly 85 laps tonight in the All-Star event. Here is NASCAR Hall of Fame nominee Joe Gibbs for the invocation.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats as the City of Burlington Fire Department Honor Guard presents our nation's colors. Please remain standing as Coach Joe Gibbs offers our invocation.
Father, we want to thank you. We serve an all-powerful, all-knowing, all-loving God. We're no accidents. You made each one of us special and different. And you want to have a personal relationship with each one of us. We thank you for that. We thank you for tonight. We get to experience this. Most people in the world don't even have enough to eat. We thank you for that. We pray for our country. We pray for our leadership in our country to make godly decisions. We thank you for that. We pray tonight for safety. We love you. We thank you most of all for sending your son Jesus so we could have a path back to you. Amen.
Here to perform our national anthem, please welcome 5-time Grammy Award-winning artist Michael Tate.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Beautiful. There is nothing like like all-star race night. Drivers are going to lay it on the line for $1 million and a whole lot of pride. It's coming up next on F-Fans. Who has more fun tonight in this event?
Well, before watching the Open, I was going to say the drivers, but based on the finishes from the Open, I mean, I think that the fans are going to have a great time tonight.
If we can see anything like what we saw in that Open, I think everybody's going to have a great time, because the drivers like when the races like that. They like that door-to-door, beating and banging, coming across the start-finish line. Speaking of which, there's Bubba Wallace, one of the guys that was a big part of that. He's in the All-Star race now.
What's your strategy in a short race like this?
Well, you got to be aggressive, but you do have to get to the end, and I think you're going to see guys throughout these stages try to position themselves so they can start the next stage in the lane that they want. But, I mean, it's just all out and getting yourself in the right position for the start of those last 15 laps.
It has been such a warm day down there in Charlotte, down on the track. Drivers have waited all day for this, and now they're climbing in the car and thinking what?
Oh, right now Kevin Harvick's thinking $1 million. He wants to be $1 million richer after this race is done. It's got a unique paint job this weekend, but he could be a guy to beat.
Kevin said when he won last year, his son looked in the trophy and said, "Where's the $1 million, Daddy?" Well, hopefully he'll bring that money home to Keelan this weekend. Hey, it's time to go trackside. It's time to start engines and get this baby started. It is All-Star event. Let's get it started now.
And now, for the most famous words in motorsports, please welcome your Grand Marshal, 2018 X Games gold medalist, Axel Slay Hodges.
Drivers, start your engines!
All-Star, by definition, an event composed wholly of outstanding performers. However, unlike other sports, there are a million reasons to win this one. 4 stages, just one winner. Clint Bowyer earned the top starting spot, but his teammate is looking for a repeat.
It's Stock Car Racing's All-Star Night. It's the Monster Energy All-Star Race as they roll off the grid at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Darkness has descended on Concord, North Carolina. Cooler, more grip. Darrell Waltrip won the first one. Jeff Gordon's won it 3 times. How do you win this All-Star race tonight?
You got to have good night moves. I mean, I really think that's what's going to happen. Look, I think the restarts, they are going to be insane. We've seen it over and over again. We saw it in the Open here a little earlier. And tonight, those restarts are going to determine who's going to win this race. Because I'm telling you, I think if you get out front, you're going to be hard to pass.
To me, the All-Star race is one of the most exciting nights in racing. And you got to bring everything that you have as a driver, as a team. And to me, it's the eye of the tiger. I mean, you can see the attitude in these drivers who want to win $1 million and are willing to just leave it all out there on the racetrack for that trophy.
And yeah, Jeff, it's a short race in short stages. Not many trips to pit road. This track is going to go through some changes. I'm going to have to be aggressive with a lot of adjustments on that race car. But the biggest decision by those crew chiefs tonight, what to do on that caution before that final stage, no matter what. I want my driver on that restart in those front 2 rows, Mike.
4 stages, 30, 20, 20, and 15. There's your starting lineup across the bottom of the screen. Clint Bowyer and Kyle Busch will share the front row. It's the first pole for Bowyer in over 400 races in the Cup Series, 2007.
Hey, Clint, this is Jeff and the guys up in the Fox Sports booth. You got us?
Hey, buddy.
Well, man, you're on the pole. What an awesome job yesterday. The thing looked so smooth. It's fun to see you come down pit road and get in that pit box. And you got a fast, hot rod. But you're 0 for 9 in this race, man. How are you going to turn it around and get that $1 million tonight?
Everything you just talked about. Putting all that to good use. We got a fast hot rod. This Ford Mustang is extremely fast. Kevin behind me was really fast. Our speed showed that ghost car that you guys do such a good job of showing the speed of our cars. It's there. You got to hold on. 30 laps here, long time. A lot can happen, like we saw in that first race. You know, if caution comes out, all hell breaks loose. Everybody knows that. You got to be ready for it. A lot of communication, a lot of good decisions, a little bit of luck. Just might win this $1 million.
Well, go get that $1 million, man. We can't wait. Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
All right, let's go to pit road for late breaking stories. Matt Yoakum.
And the guy starting in his mirrors, Kevin Harvick, starting third, chasing his third All-Star win. He knows all about executing on the biggest stage. Harvick told me what you saw earlier in the Open. Pit, stay out. The restarts, he says, throw it all out the window. What you saw, the temps are down, grip's going to be up. It's going to be chaos, Jamie Little.
Well, it's been a great weekend for Kyle Busch so far. Won the truck race last night, celebrated his little boy's birthday today. But tonight it's back to work. This is the All-Star A-Team pit crew. They're looking to go to victory lane and win that $1 million for just the second time in Kyle's career. Vince Welch?
No matter what position Bubba Wallace finishes in tonight, he has already won. After that dramatic Open to qualify for the All-Star race, it's all gravy from this point. Bubba had a big smile on his face before he climbed in the car. I said, now what? He said, go have fun. I think that's something we're all going to do here, Mike.
Absolutely. The All-Star race tonight is composed of 4 stages. Stage 1, 30 laps. Stages 2 and 3, 20 laps. And the final stage, 15 green flag laps. Pit road speed is 45. The fuel window, 60 to 64 laps around this mile-and-a-half super speedway. It's a beautiful night in the Queen City. Hottest All-Star day ever. The mercury hit 92 today. It's now a balmy 82, and the track temp has come down from 135 to now 97 degrees. So there's your field, 19 cars. As we get set in Charlotte, the Monster Energy Unknown Industries riders lead the pack. The Sun Deck in turn number 4, complete with Ferris wheel. Great place to watch a race.
Oh, yeah. Around and around she goes, and where she stops, we'll know here in a little while.
You know what I really like about this first 30-lap segment is those last 10 laps, if they run to the end of this, the car changes, and you'll see some really start to make some moves. But like we saw in that Open, I don't know if we're going to make it green flag 30 laps in a row.
Might be some overtime.
Lights are out on the safety car. It's going to head for pit road.
Oh, Mike, there's nothing any more exciting than to be over here for this All-Star race. And to come down here, particularly Clint Bowyer on the pole. Flagman's got the green flag in the air. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing for $1 million, boys.
Harvick's not. Both of you clear. He's on your bumper, looking high, looking high, looking high outside. Outside, outside. 2 by 2, 1 back to 2 wide. Protect the bottom. Here comes a push on the bottom. Outside, lined up. Big push. Out there, not tight. Still out there. Still out there. Clear high, clear high, clear high. 1 back to 2 wide.
Kevin Harvick's Ford is pretty in pink. It's out front after lap 1 from Kyle Busch and Clint Bowyer.
Yeah, I bet Clint Bowyer's wondered, how the heck did that just happen? He saw his teammate Kevin Harvick behind him, push him to the lead, and then pull right out and go around him on the outside.
Yeah, that poor car. I just watched that poor car last week at Kansas, Mike, and that thing was bad fast on the straightaway. I tell you, Kevin Harvick's going to be hard to beat tonight. He's really got a fast car. We'll see how it goes.
On the high side, Chase Elliott, 6th place.
I think that's another car, Mike, that we'll be talking about a lot tonight. That 9 car, I loved when he made his pit stop last night, his qualifying run. That's a good race car, too. And the Henry guys are on a roll right now.
Elliott started 11th. He's gained 5 spots.
Well, 3 wide further back there. Jimmy Johnson, the 42 of Larson, the 2 of Keselowski.
Now, all four of Rick's cars are in this race tonight. That's big.
I love this visor cam view showing us just how hard these guys are going for it.
The 2 drivers up front have gone to victory lane and cashed the $1 million check here the last 2 years.
Eric Jones on the move in the 20.
Boy, he just drove right around Joey Logano in that 22 car. Eric Jones looks pretty racy.
7th for Jones now. Ryan Blaney alongside his Team Penske stablemate Logano, and drops back in line.
And Mike, the track should have a lot of grip right now. The sun's gone down. We're under the lights. This track should be really fast and have a lot of grip for everybody.
Keselowski for 10th against Hamlin.
You're going to see a lot of that, what you saw right there, Denny Hamlin using that outside lane. There's a little bit of traction compound lane in that higher groove, but these cars, I've noticed, they really get a lot of momentum as they side drive off the top groove on the exit at 4 and turn 2.
Biggest mover so far, Kyle Larson. Started 18th. He's gained 6 positions. There he is, just ahead of Jimmy Johnson on the outside.
Yeah, there's a little bit of an advantage of coming through the open and seeing what these track conditions are like.
Ooh, engine number 9. That baby's going somewhere.
Eric Jones tried the pass on Elliott. That didn't work, so here comes Logano to the inside.
Yeah, Logano tried to take advantage of the 9 car stalling out the 20 of Eric Jones. Not able to complete the pass, though.
One of the things, Mike, you try to do is run your car wide open. The guy that can run the most laps wide open, like we see at the front of the field, these 2 guys will probably run more laps wide open than anybody else. That's why they've separated themselves a little bit. You got to lift sooner or later. The handle will go away a little bit and the car will change a little bit. But running wide open is cool.
Kyle Busch has been going to school on Kevin Harvick and running about a half a car width higher on the racetrack than the leader. There's Almirola and Bowman with Ryan Newman in the 6th and Bubba Wallace 15th on back. Had a little contact between those 2 Ford teammates.
Well, might be some more contact that happens right there.
No, wait a minute, boys, wait a minute. There are no friends and no teammates in this race.
That's right. This is the All-Star race,
It's the All-Star race. Forget all that. I'll talk to you tomorrow, but not tonight.
Boy, it almost got even uglier than that just when we were on board off of turn 2.
He just lets those engines, Mike, they just barely squeeze up out of the throttle a bit on corner entry.
Eight laps complete in stage 1 with Kevin Harvick leading in a Mustang. Here are tonight's Ford Performance track facts. Ford's won 2 of the last 3. Harvick last year, Logano in 2016.
Got a challenge.
First Ford All-Star winner was Bill Elliott in Atlanta in 1986. The only year the All-Star race has not been held at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Yeah, Mike, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you, but that 18 car, he was looking underneath the Ford Kevin Harvick. I thought he might be able to make the pass, but Harvick's he's gapped him just a little bit here. Got a little bit better lead coming off turn 4.
And you can see Kevin Harvick's using that bottom lane. He gets into the corner really good, uses that shorter route. But the 18 car is working that higher lane and getting some big runs off the corner. Here he goes again off of turn 2. Kevin Harvick moved up a little bit there, but watch this draft that the 18 car gets on the floor. Kevin Harvick. He's just learning all that he can right now to figure out where is that 4-car weak that I can take advantage of it.
Yeah, this is a little bit different aero package. Got those the hoods in the duct that take some of the air away from the front of the car. They got a different front splitter, so it makes the cars handle a little bit different. You're probably learning a few things about your car right now that you can use later in the night.
11 laps complete. Harvick has led them all. Busch appears to be patient, and their times mirrored each other the last lap. Those 2 are the fastest cars on track by more than 1/10 of a second.
But Mike, they only slowed down a couple of tenths since we started this race, so that just tells you they're running pretty close to wide open, and there's a lot of grip in the racetrack. When they put that traction compound down, that's when it really picks up at night when it cools down and the tires hook to that compound. That's when you get a lot of grip.
Kevin Harvick has led every lap as we go to break. You won't miss a thing as we go Fox side by side.
I'm going to open up 2 beers. Okay. You tell me which sounds more refreshing. Gotcha. This one? Or this one?
Busch. Definitely the one that went Busch. What beer is that?
Are you being serious?
Yes.
It's Busch.
Right.
There's a place where speed bumps don't exist, and donuts are served fresh every morning. Welcome to Muscleville, a Dodge owner's paradise, where the food is always fast. The mayor is this guy, and the town square is a straightaway. Head to Muscleville, where every day is a performance day.
NASCAR racing is back. The 60th running of the Coca-Cola 600 this Memorial Day weekend. The most patriotic day in racing kicks off with a free concert by Rock and Roll Hall of Famers Cheap Trick. Then NASCAR's best battle it out for the right to be called Coca-Cola 600 champion. Tickets start at just $49 and kids tickets are just $10. Experience race day for yourself at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Get your tickets today. Call 800-455-FANS.
Ben Hogan. Johnson.
Now what? Now comes the decisive shot.
Expect anything different?
The U.S. Open begins June 13th, all part of the USGA Championships on Fox and FS1, presented by Rolex.
The Coca-Cola 600, here we go.
NASCAR comes home to Charlotte. The Coca-Cola 600, May 26th on Fox.
Full moon in Charlotte Saturday night. It's been action-packed so far in the Open, but Kevin Harvick has led every lap in that millennial pink number 4 Busch Ford Mustang. That's a special millennial-inspired paint scheme as Busch makes good on its bet from the end of last season. They created this paint scheme, sourcing input from fans, including emojis and hashtags and, well, what the kids are saying these days.
I don't know if the kids are saying turn left.
The bet was, if Harvick didn't win the championship, then Busch got to design a paint scheme for the All-Star race, and here it is. Rodney Childers is crew chief. Boy, he's rocking the pink shirt, as all the crewmen are on that car.
I think so.
Here we go for the lead.
Challenge.
Just him down there. Still there.
That 18 car is working him over.
Still there, left rear tire.
Kyle Busch is looking.
Still there.
And we saw if you can plan this out right and get your front bumper to their rear bumper as you enter the corner, you can complete that pass. I don't know if Kyle Busch is quite there enough.
Gonna run him up the hill.
Oh, yeah,
it's a little
Busch
slide
is
job right there. I liked it. That's a little dirt track move right there.
I don't think Kevin Harvick, if this was in that final stage, that he would have checked up, made that quite as easy.
I really think Kevin knew that Kyle Busch had been stalking him pretty hard here. I'm not surprised that Kyle Busch got by. I'll tell you a guy that's lurking back here and just kind of slowly working his way into the pictures. And the third place car, Martin Truex, he's closed that gap down considerably between the two front leaders.
As soon as those two cars got side by side, it allowed Truex to close right into this group.
He's on our list of Toyota top performers. Kyle Busch, who won the truck race here last night, leading with Truex 3rd, Jones 7th, and Hamlin 10th.
Well, I parked down in the motor coach lot right by Martin Truex. So I see him just about every time we go in and out of the coach. And he said to me today, he said, I have a car that can win this race tonight if things work my way.
6th place, Chase Elliott, trying to complete the pass on Eric Jones. That's not going to happen, not there. Let's see about turn 4.
But don't you love it, Mike? The 20 car, Jones out on the bottom, the 9 car of Chase Elliott up on the top, and they come off the corner about side by side.
So this is the first 30-lap stage, the only 30-lap stage in this 4-act play tonight. The next stages will be 20, then 20, then 15 laps, 15 green laps to close it out. Looking at Austin Dillon, had a strong run in 5th, started outside of row 2. But Boyer, your pole sitter, just ahead of him in 4th place.
You know that guy said it was lurking in the 19 car, Martin Truex? Just guess what? He is on the back bumper of Kevin Harvick now. And looking.
And they have yarded the field. It's 4 seconds back to the 4th place car. Quite the length of the back straightaway.
Yeah, I'm pretty surprised. I thought Boyer would be able to hang right there with his teammate Kevin Harvick. A little surprised there. So a few adjustments coming to that team before they can close up to these guys. Matt, you have more?
And Jeff, early on in the race, Boyer was telling his team the car is just way too free. Now that has shifted to tight off turn 2. Boyer's spotter, Brett Griffin, told him the cars are starting to move up, finding grip about the 3/4 mark down in turns 1 and 2.
And that's where the majority of that traction compound, Mike, is from they're not on the bottom of the racetrack, but from about the middle track of the track up. So that makes sense. And we got a challenger for second place.
Yeah, look at Mark Truex Jr. He is coming.
So, Larry, we're hearing some handling complaints. I thought the nighttime was the right time.
Yeah, but Mike, the balance of these cars is definitely changing. As Jeff pointed out earlier, this is the longest stage. It looks like Eric Jones, that 20, he has a cut tire. He'll probably come into pit road now, but this is where a crew chief needs the information, because I think this next stop, and I think they'll change 4 tires, this is where you get aggressive with those adjustments.
I think we're going to get a caution because we're getting a lot of debris on the back straightaway.
Yeah, the 20 car of Eric Jones, I think he made a little contact with the wall, and that's not cut those tires down.
Jones was 9th when that happened, but we are still green now, the caution waves.
I've got a tire carcass down there, gang.
Caution at lap 27.
Boy, those tires, when they come apart like that, Mike, I mean, they will tear the fender off of that car. They just mean.
Yeah, there was one shot that I saw where Eric Jones was racing with Chase Elliott, went into turn 3. He just got a little bit high, right there. He just brushed the wall. He tried to stay out there, but just doesn't take much for those flared fenders to get in on the tires and start to cut them down. Jamie?
And Eric Jones had just said he needs help in 3 and 4. He couldn't finish the turn off the corner, and you saw it perfectly there, just too tight. Smoked for about 1 lap, and they told him, hang on, 6 laps to go, and then the tire blew. He's coming down with a lot of damage on that right front.
You know, guys, I see, like Kevin Harvick there, he's cutting the car off. I don't know if it's about saving fuel. It's really just cooling the car down just a little bit right now more than anything.
Yeah, like we see him do it all the time. Even at the start of the race, I see him do it sometimes.
But if you think about it, not only does it cool the engine down, but it also, any amount of fuel that you can save on that next stop, you're going to do it. It's an advantage.
Really nothing wrong. He just, got the draft and got to me. His car's fast. We got behind him and lost a little bit, but not as much as I thought.
All right, pit road is open, and we will have overtime to finish off this stage. Matt?
And Harvick brings that pink car to a stop. Shane Papel and Daniel Smith, the changers, going to work. A tear-off the windshield. You heard Harvick mention nothing wrong with the balance of the car, just the effects of the draft, Jamie, early on.
Martin Truex Jr., he's a champion, but he's never won the All-Star race. Said he started off free and just got tighter as they went a 4-tire stop. The 18, his teammate, as they work on the left side for Kyle Busch. Car has been decent once he got in that clean air. A 4-tire stop for him as well, and he's down.
Here's the Sunoco race off pit road. Kyle Busch retains the lead. Clint Boyer picks up 2 spots. Chase Elliott up 3.
I think that's going to be a big issue here tonight, is you have to start your car really free in order for it not to get too tight. But, as tight as quarters as they're going to be running side by side with one another, it'll just suck that car around if you make it too loose at the beginning.
And Harvick didn't have a bad pit stop, Mike. It just wasn't as fast as the other guys. It was a decent stop. It just wasn't as fast as everybody else.
Here's our Hunt Brothers Pizza onboard cam. And let's show you pit crew comparison between Kyle Busch and Kevin Harvick.
That 18 crew, I'll tell you, most every week they're on it.
Guys, I look at Brad Keselowski and Paul Wolf in the 2, and Lord, I don't want to second guess Paul Wolf. I mean, the man's won 3 races this year, but I don't know what you gain by staying out here. This is not about winning stages. It's all about setting up for the end of this race, because the next caution, Brad Keselowski is going to have to come get 4 tires, and he's going to lose all this track position.
Larry, I don't know what their plan is, but Paul Wolf is known as a contrary. nothing happens on that team by happenstance or accident. They've got a plan.
But the only thing I can think about is that, you know, maybe Brad Keselowski's car was handling pretty well. He said, I just need some track position. If you can get me some track position, you know, I think I could stay up front here. And maybe he doesn't plan on coming in when that caution comes out.
He'll see what it's like in clean air. The Monster Energy car pulls off pit road, driven by Kurt Busch. Monster Energy has the fans fired up all weekend long here in Charlotte, bringing their best crews to hit the pavement and take to the sky before the race.
You saw that piece that Jeff and I did where I was in the sidecar. They wanted me to ride on the back of the motorcycle with him.
And I was going to do some wheelies.
And I knew better.
You chose the right decision. Made the right decision.
Friday, May 31st, it's Monster Energy Free Friday at Pocono Raceway. Recycle any can of Monster Energy to get in free. You'll see cup practice, the Monster Energy stunt shows, a driver autograph session, and the Friday night ARCA race. That's Friday, May 31st at Pocono.
All right, boys, tighten them up.
Brad Keselowski, who did not pit, will lead them to green. Matt?
This whole system is all about learning what this package really requires now. Staying out, they debated back and forth, but they talked about doing the opposite of what the leaders did. Those guys pitted. Keselowski stayed out, tight down in 3 and 4. Jeff, a little free in 1 and 2.
And I just wonder if maybe they were hoping that a few more would stay out with them to make this work. This is not going to work.
No, not at all.
But I'm also a little surprised that Brad Keselowski chose the inside lane versus the outside lane.
He wants to get out of the way.
Here are your Xfinity fastest pit stops. Hey, Austin Dillon, nice job by the 3 crew. Chase Elliott, Alex Bowman. Top 4, all Chevrolets.
Pretty good looking car in the lights. I love that color.
50th anniversary of Richard Childress Racing. Big celebration up in Welcome, North Carolina. Next weekend we'll be there with NASCAR Race Hub on Friday. Lights out on the pace car. We're going to go green to finish off stage 1. Two laps. Green flag.
As we've seen so many times tonight on these restarts, it's all about that push you get from the car behind you. You saw where Brad Keselowski got a nice shove from the 14, but now Bowyer's going to take him 3 wide.
Boy, Bowyer had the 2 car sideways. Now the 2 car got the 18 car sideways. Woo! That was crazy.
And here comes Kevin Harvick to the outside.
Coming to the white, 3 wide top. 3 wide top.
Full moon Saturday night.
I thought that was the 48. Maybe had a little smoke.
I saw a little smoke back there.
Bowyer Busch, just the way they started on the front row, side by side with half a lap to go.
Boy, yeah, Jimmy Johnson got a lot of left rear tire rub.
Kevin Harvick was able to come up, draft off the 18 car, push him ahead of his teammate Clint Bowyer.
Kyle Busch to the green and white checkered flag, winner of stage 1 from Kevin Harvick and Clint Bowyer.
Well, I
and
think
Keselowski all the way back to 16th position.
We saw that smoke from the 48 car. Maybe we can see where what happened to him. That had to be nerve-wracking. A lot of guys were around and behind him because you don't smoke those tires like that very long.
Let's watch and see if there's contact between Jimmy Johnson and the 19 of Martin Truex. There they are coming into view on the right.
Oh, yeah.
It just looks like the 19 of Truex goes up the racetrack a little bit as Jimmy's.
Woo! It got a little hairy right in there.
Yeah, that got really hairy. And I mean, that not only did Keselowski finish 16th, but that 19 car of Truex lost a lot of positions and momentum right there.
I lost the car.
Stage 1 winner, Kyle Busch. And it's available today at your local Chevy dealer. The all-new Silverado. The strongest, most advanced Silverado ever. 33 laps complete. Pit road is open. Larry, what'll you do?
Well, I do think, obviously, Brad Keselowski in the 2 car will be coming, and probably the back half of the field. I think everybody up front with only 2 laps on their tires, you're going to stay out this next stage 20 laps.
Eric Almirola needs to come in, says he has a loose wheel. One taker so far. It is Jimmy Johnson. Ryan Newman is in. And Brad Keselowski, along with Eric Jones and Almirola. Matt.
And Mike, 5 cars did hit pit road. No chassis adjustment at this juncture. You can see the handle on the back window get ready to go in. There it is right there. And air pressure change as well, trying to fix that balance on the 2. Vince.
Jimmy Johnson, you see the chassis adjustment going in, trying to get that to handle a little bit better. But the biggest issue is that left rear. And you see with the hammer trying to pound it out after having that contact and creating the tire rub on the left rear for Jimmy Johnson.
Going to be a lengthy stop here, but we're under caution at the end of stage 1. He won the truck race last night. His son turned 4 yesterday. It's all going Kyle Busch's way.
That's $1 million moon right there.
Yeah. Did you see the sea of tranquility there?
I didn't see it.
Well, neither did those drivers. There's nothing tranquil about what's about to happen here.
No, sir.
So just keep an eye on that second row. It just seems like so much on these restarts depends on what happens in the second row. We know how aggressive Joey Logano is on the outside. We've got teammates between Kevin Harvick and Clint Bowyer. How is that going to work out for who's going to get the lead on this restart?
All right, go time is the Geico restart zone. Stage 2. Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick, Toyota Ford, front row. Here we go.
Look at that, Mike, going in the 3rd turn. Oh, my gosh, 3, 4 wide. And they make it.
Oh, I don't know if they're all going to make it.
Yeah, they almost made it.
That's bump and run right there.
Man, Clint Bowyer got extremely loose.
He was in a bad spot.
He saw a bad moon horizon.
He's still surrounded, and he is going to the back.
Well, they talked about him being loose getting into the corner, and it showed up right there.
Second place, side by side. Harvick, Logano. Newman through the grass and back on track, but caution has flown. And that's probably a good thing to break up that scrum at the back of the field.
But that turf that they have put down in the trial over here in the front straightaway is what it worked.
What a huge difference.
Worked beautiful.
I mean, that's something we never saw before. These cars could go through that speed, come out without any damage.
No damage.
And a car going in the right direction.
Now, before that happened, Clint Bowyer kind of pinballed his way back through the field, coming off turn 4. Watch the 14.
Yeah, he and Ryan Blaney side by side. Ryan Blaney down there side drafting him. The 14 just gets really loose.
Wow.
Just takes the air right off the right side of that car.
Just pulled him around. I mean, that was a great save.
Now here's Bubba Wallace and Ryan Newman.
Oh, man.
Oh, man, he got into the back.
It's almost as if Newman didn't know that.
Bubba did a whale of a job of hanging on to his car, but look at that AstroTurf. I love that.
Bubba's got some experience at keeping that car going straight.
People hit him in the left rear. Yeah. Oh, but look at this. This is cool, man. We've been needing a cure, and this is it.
You want $1 million tonight? You're going to have to earn it.
Well, I just don't even. I wonder. It just didn't seem like Newman even knew that anybody was outside of him.
Bubba's got a little bit of damage here. He had some, from earlier in the night. I don't know if that's a problem or not. He may need to come in and let him look at that.
Pit road is open.
I think if I'm at the back and I'm Bubba, I'm coming down pit road and let them work on that fender.
Now this stage and the next one, just 20 laps. If you feint a look at pit road, Bowyer, of course, is coming.
Yeah, he's got damage.
Yeah, how about Kyle Larson found a fast lane on the bottom. He's worked his way up to 42 from our Credit One camera. And there's your pole sitter on pit road.
Quite a lot of damage to the right front of this 14 car of Clint Bowyer.
And as Bubba Wallace comes in, let's check on our drivers who transferred from the Monster Energy Open. 3 in the top 10.
Pretty nice.
They started in the back.
Well, I think with this package, Mike, it's good to have some laps on the track before you went into a race for $1 million. So it could have really paid off for those guys.
Alex Bowman, one of those transfer drivers.
We got into this a little bit with Larry talking about these guys shutting down those engines, and I think more so than ever tonight because they want to be aggressive. They're going to be very aggressive, not only just driving the car and restarts and all those things, aggressive with the handling and the way they're going to tape up the front grille in these cars. And we've heard there's a lot of temperature underneath the hoods of these race cars with this new duct that comes through the hood. So I think these guys are going to also have to be aggressive shutting these engines off to keep it cool so that they can have as much front downforce as possible.
Well, a big attaboy to Greg Walter and all the folks here at Charlotte Motor Speedway when they built the Roval and put that synthetic turf on the front stretch. Now watch the splitter on Ryan Newman's car as he transitions from the pavement to the turf. It just glides right along. Now the next transition here coming off this bit of pavement for the quarter mile is even greater right there. A couple of years ago, before synthetic turf, that would have dug in with disastrous results like this.
Yeah, what's this? This is, he just won the race. He's celebrating by tearing his car to pieces.
Yeah, he about had
wham.
Brought him out of the car.
A great win for Carl Edwards, but a lot of work for his crew after that one.
They didn't get to run that car next week.
So Newman will return to pit road.
Now, I don't know exactly where the 14 of Clint Bowyer got this right side damage. We saw, well, I guess, yeah, that's right. He was underneath the 12, yeah. So I didn't realize how much contact he made. I just thought he got loose, but obviously made heavier contact than I thought to get that damage behind the right front.
Yeah, this night has not gone well for Bowyer so far. Started on the pole and immediately fell back, and now he's got damage. Not a good night so far, but I'm not counting him out.
19 drivers all on track, so no free pass, all on the lead lap. And we'll go green this time with 15 to go in stage 2. Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick on the front row, Logano Larson, Blaney Bowman, Byron Busch, Elliott Keselowski, the top 10.
Larson thought about it.
Oh, he was trying, wasn't he? He thought about it. Oh, look at Harvick. He's going to shoot back out front.
Larson's going to the outside of the 18 of Kyle Busch.
Yikes. I don't know if that's a good idea or not.
What do you mean? That's a great idea.
Well, it turned out good for him. Yes, perfect. I love that move.
And here comes Blaney up the inside in the 12.
One thing about Larson, you give him a little wee bit of room and he'll make the rest.
But that's what I'm talking about on these restarts. If you break up that move or the push that's coming from behind, it slows all your momentum down. And that the 22 and the 4 were able to work together while Larson was trying to go to the outside of the 18. That gave Kevin Harvick the lead.
Vince is in Kyle Larson's pit.
Well, that first stage, Larson had just been too tight, but they made an adjustment, chassis adjustment and air pressure on that first pit stop. And Larson said it went freer for sure, almost to the point of loose. But you could hear it in his voice. Seemed to like it better than what he had to begin with.
And remember, Mike, he ran the open, so he's got some laps on the racetrack. They were able to make some changes to the car, little minor tweaks and adjustments. And I think that's why he's running as good as he is right now.
Clint Bowyer in the 14 has picked up 5 spots. Going for 6 against Truex. This would be for 11th place.
Saw a little bit of
88 cars in the wall.
Yeah, he might have had a little help, Darrell. He and Kurt Busch was pretty close together coming off turn 4.
88's got a lot of damage on the right side there.
Yeah, we've already seen tonight with Eric Jones and some others in the open, you cannot stay out there. Once you've made contact with the wall, if you stay out there for very long, it's going to cut that tire down in a hurry.
That's just tape flapping on Eric Jones.
I think the 88, it's not good for the 88 because he's got a lot of right side damage, and you'll see here he gets in that wall and he rides it a pretty good ways.
Well, he had position on the one car, Kurt Busch. I don't know if he's trying to make the pass or prevent the pass, but he just tried to hang in there, and then the back end jumped out on him. I'm not seeing any smoke, so it might have gotten behind the rear tire, not the actual fender itself.
Yeah, but he's not running like he was. I think he's definitely got some chassis damage.
Up front, Kyle Larson is there. He's right behind Joey Logano for 2nd place. You won't miss a minute as we go double wide.
This is more than a race.
The Coca-Cola 600, here we go.
This is America's favorite weekend. When NASCAR comes home to Charlotte. It's a chance to honor those who've served.
Let's just remember all those who sacrificed everything for us.
And after 600 miles, this is everything and a little bit more. The Coca-Cola 600, May 26th on Fox and the Fox Sports app.
I'm going to open up 2 beers. Okay. You tell me which sounds more refreshing.
Gotcha.
This one? Or this one?
Busch. Definitely the one that went Busch. What beer is that?
Are you being serious?
Yes.
It's Busch.
Right.
I can't believe it.
That there's a lobster in our hot tub?
Oh, you guys. There's a jet. Oh, I needed this. No, I can't believe how easy it was to save hundreds of dollars on a car insurance with Geico. We could have been doing this a long time ago. So you gonna stay to the hotel? Yeah, we just got married. Oh, congratulations. Thank you. Yeah, I'm afraid of commitment. You know, I'm being boiled alive. Oh, shoot.
Believe it. Geico could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
That guy's the worst.
You see them? The ones sitting atop the throne. A crown on their head and a target on their back. The team no one can look away from. The team everyone wants to take down. So take your best shot. Just remember, you come with the queen. You best not miss.
To go in stage 2 as you watch the leader Kevin Harvick from our aerial coverage provided by Goodyear. Win your battles, earn your name. Goodyear, the official tire of NASCAR. 1.7 seconds. That is the gap from Kevin Harvick to Joey Logano as Harvick pulls down to maybe put a lap on the 6th car of Ryan Newman. So welcome back to the Monster Energy All-Star Race. Stage 2 on a full moon Saturday night in Charlotte. Ryan Blaney, you saw this from his onboard camera. That's how close it was to Kyle Larson just drilling him off into turn 1. Here's what Larson and his team said.
Well, unless we start standing up for ourselves against those guys, they're just going to keep doing it. So next time I just did it. Every time we're around one of those guys, they race us that way. So.
I think that was the crew chief on the 42 car.
Yep.
I just don't know if there's a whole lot that Kyle Larson could have done about that. I mean, Ryan Blaney did an excellent job getting position and sliding up in front of him, and that's what you got to do in the All-Star race.
And then drove off. Ryan Newman goes one down as pit road closes with 2 laps to go in this stage.
Mike, I watched the lap times, and Harvick, the 42 car, he's a 1/10 to 2/10 quicker every lap.
And a little surprised that Kyle Busch has not been able to make his way up there more so. I mean, he's the only car we've seen so far tonight have speed to go up and pass Kevin Harvick.
Kind of neat that 2 of our transfer drivers from the Open, Byron and Larson, are in the top 5 at this point in the race. Green and white checkered flag. Kevin Harvick made it look easy. He's led 32 laps tonight.
And see, Mike immediately shuts the engine off. That's just these guys. That's just what they're trained to do. I don't care if it's on the parade lap. That's what they're trained to do.
Stage 2 winner. Last year's winner overall, Kevin Harvick. Laps to go on Stock Car Racing's All-Star Night. Kyle Busch won stage 1. Kevin Harvick second in the first stage. He's the winner of stage 2. Pit stops may be coming. This fall, it's a new era as Fox becomes the new network home of WWE's SmackDown Live. Catch all the action every Friday night starting October 4th. Only on Fox. Pit road is open. Now we have 2 stages left to go, 20 laps, and then 15 green flag laps to finish it off. And looks like Harvick's headed in, and everybody follows. Matt.
Ambient temperature coming down. Rodney Childers asked Harvick before he shut the car off to cool it when the green and white checkered came out, that he said that the car was 10 below their temperature target. He ran the middle down in 3 and 4, felt good. No major changes here on the pink 4. Jamie?
And Blaney in the 12 still needs more front turn, but said they're going in the right direction. Air pressure adjustment in those front tires only. The 22, his teammate Joey Logano was tight for about 20 laps, and then it started to free up. Air pressure adjustment, 4 tires, add a little tape right there. Good stop.
I tell you that 4 months, it's not bad. They're not bad stops, they're just not fast. And they're getting beat out of the pits pretty serious.
I thought they had a little bit of an issue there on that left rear. Let me see, we dial up Kevin Harvick. Hey, Kevin, this is Jeff, the guys up at the Fox Sports booth. You got me?
10-4.
Well, man, you obviously got a fast race car. And these restarts have been pretty wild on pushing. You had to come from a couple rows back before. Now you had a little issue there on that pit stop. How about it, man? Can you go on and get this thing done?
Not lose a track position like that, but you know our car is really fast, and we got to keep doing what we're doing, and you know, try to nail the restarts. That's really what it's going to come down to, is getting good restarts and being in the right spot. So our Busch Beer board and everybody on us doing a good job. They'll get it right next time in the pits, and we'll be ready.
All right, well, you're making us millennials proud, so thanks for talking to us.
10-4, man.
That pink car sure is easy to find out there. Kevin Harvick, stage 2 winner. Stage 3 of 4, 20 laps followed by 15. Penalties. Eric Jones too fast entering. Alex Bowman pitting too soon. Brian Blaney made an extra stop. Larry, what do you think of Clint Boyer taking just 2 tires to get the lead?
Mike, I'm afraid it's a short-term game. I'm not thinking about a 20-lap stage. I'm thinking about 35 laps to go in this race, and I just don't know if that's not going to be way too many laps on those tires, depending on how the next caution comes out.
Well, let's find out. Green flag.
Still pushing you. 2 by 2 out back, man. Still pushing you. Trying to look middle, but you're fine. 2 by 2. Great restart, brother. 2 by 2.
Here comes a big shot from Truex.
Down.
I think a little contact on the wall by the 14.
A little aggressive. Yeah, a little aggressive by the 2.
But he's got the lead.
He better go on. Gonna get run over.
For $1 million, I'd expect no less.
Oh, shucks. Me either.
Logano to the bottom, looking for the lead.
One thing about those two tires that Clint
Newman in the wall. Turn 2. Keeps going.
Yeah, I was sorry, Mike. I was just going to say the only thing with the two tires in this 14 car is that his car was a little bit loose. Those right sides could tighten it up a little bit, but man, those guys are just ganging up on him. Logano goes right on by.
Ryan Newman will come to pit road as we continue under green, stage 3 of 4.
Well, Keselowski, I tell you, he's driving his heart out, but it's car's a little evil.
Been pretty quiet night for Kurt Busch, but look at him going for 3rd place.
The number 1 on the bottom. William Byron way up on top in the 24.
Yikes.
Little damage there to the right front of that 19 at Truex. Uh-oh.
Kevin Harvick off the pace.
Not good.
Is that a tire issue?
I'll top back, Kevin.
Didn't see any contact. He's calling, saying a loose wheel. Kyle Busch almost turns a car up high. Austin Dillon and Jones is in it. And we stay green.
Boy, how much is this
caution.
This is going to save Kevin Harvick from going a lap down. Heavy damage to the right side of the 20 of Eric Jones.
Yeah, Jones and this got ugly, guys.
So lap 58, I think that was Kyle Busch that got into the 3 of Austin Dillon on the right of your screen.
Austin makes a real late entry to the corner. Yep. And Kyle Busch dives to the bottom, makes contact.
And then Dillon comes up into Eric Jones, and he's in the wall.
And I think what you didn't see there was Kyle Busch had a huge run down the back straightaway with a ton of momentum as he went into turn 3.
Let's watch from our Credit 1 cam on board Kyle Larson.
I mean, from right there, it just looks like the 3 of Austin turns down on him, but I think the 18 was closing so fast, I don't think Austin Dillon had any idea the 18 could even get there.
No, the 18 couldn't lift. He was on the bottom coming hot, and 3 just cut him off right there, and they made contact.
Jeff, isn't this similar to what we saw?
Oh, somebody's not happy.
And yeah, a little unhappiness displayed there. But the closing rate is so fast, and I'm not sure if it's so fast, can the spotters just not get that information relayed in time?
Even if they can't get it to you, Mike, the closing rate's so much that you're sitting there going, okay, what do I do? You know, if I block him, I could wreck. If I give him the lane, he's going to go by me. So, I mean, you just got to go with instincts and make the best judgment call that you can with the information that you have.
Got a little damage on the right in front of the 18. That's not going to hurt anything. That's just a little kiss right there.
So Harvick will stay on the lead lap. The caution certainly benefits him. Matt?
Yeah, Mike, Kevin Harvick did pit. Now, they didn't change the tires. What they did was go back around and hit the lugs again just to make sure everything was tight. He suggested coming back in and torque the lugs. Remember, they only have a certain number of sets of tires for this event, and they didn't want to burn a set of stickers during this stage.
Ryan Newman gets the free pass, and coming down pit road, Kyle Busch, Austin Dillon, and Jimmy Johnson.
Interesting, Mike. I thought the 2 best cars, 18 to 4, both here's 18 in the pits, and the 4 had trouble. What's going on, Jamie?
Well, Adam Stevens, he was watching his monitor, our coverage of it, and he saw the damage on the right side of the nose. Kyle just turned the engine off. It's pretty significant. He wasn't comfortable with continuing, so they're putting those 4 tires on. Then they'll send an extra man over to work on that damage. They're assessing it now. Tough break for the 18, as you said, DW. One of the fastest cars here tonight.
Yes, sir. And I don't see a lot of damage either.
Yeah, I did not think that was significant.
I didn't either.
No, but apparently he was worried if that right front fender was pushed in toward the tire, and that's what they addressed. Working on Austin Dillon's car. We're under caution, but we'll take you side by side.
Beautiful but very warm Sunday afternoon.
Campgrounds are full. Happy race day, everybody. It's going to be a great afternoon for racing.
You can't
special than what we have here tonight.
Drivers, start your engines! Let the party begin.
The right gear matters. Introducing the all-new 2019 Ford Ranger. It's the right gear with a terrain management system for this, a bash plate for that, an electronic locking rear differential for, this. Heading to the supermarket? Get any truck. Heading out here? Get the Ford Ranger. The only adventure gear built Ford tough.
At Hilton.com, I can choose from all their different hotel brands, like a DoubleTree for my cousins, a Homewood Suites for my uncle, a Hampton for my sister and her kids, and the Waldorf Astoria Beverly Hills for me. Can I get a... Thank you. Book at Hilton.com and get the Hilton Price Match Guarantee.
This is more than a race.
The Coca-Cola 600, here we go.
This is America's favorite weekend. When NASCAR comes home to Charlotte. It's a chance to honor those who've served.
Let's just remember all those who sacrificed everything for us.
And after 600 miles, this is everything and a little bit more. The Coca-Cola 600, May 26th on Fox and the Fox Sports app.
This year, on the track,
Contact made!
new names will become worthy of the spotlight. The NASCAR Xfinity Series. Names are made here.
Ryan Blaney carrying our Ford onboard camera tonight in 13th place. At the moment, his Penske Ford teammate Joey Logano out in front of the All-Star race. 7 to go in stage 3. Tiger Woods returns to Pebble Beach, site of his most dominant major win, while Brooks Koepka looks to make history, leading the PGA right now and attempting to capture another major. It's the U.S. Open beginning June 13th. On Fox, FS1, and the Fox Sports app.
Koepka's tough, guys. He's playing some super golf right now.
So Kevin Harvick pitted too soon. They were over the wall too soon. Enough. He'll start. He'll start in the back. Okay.
To the rear.
With plenty to do on that one. And it'll be Joey Logano and Clint Boyer, pair of Fords on the front row. Keselowski and Chase Elliott, the first Chevy. Martin Truex, the first Toyota, in 5th.
That's what I love about the All-Star race. You got to fight and claw and dig every single lap and never count yourself out. Look at Bubba Wallace up there, that outside row in 8th. We've seen shuffling going forward and back with cars. The 10 car of Eric Almirola had a loose wheel earlier.
Yeah, look at those open drivers there in the 3rd and 4th row. Byron and Wallace restarting 6th and 8th. And Larson and Bowman still in it, still with a shot at $1 million.
Oh yeah, you got to be aggressive, but you got to get to you got to be able to run for the $1 million too.
They'll restart with 11 to go in stage 3. The final stage, stage 4, will be 15 laps. Here we go.
Bumper, you are clear. All clear. One back, both lanes. Brad's going to get pulled back here. Help will be up top. 14 will get shoved by here eventually. Bumper, clear the 14 back there. 1 half back with you. With you. Looking at.
Look at Kurt Busch try to make that move up the inside. Gets a bit stalled there as the car pushes up in turn 3, where they are 3 wide out of 4.
Look at this gaggle of cars. I thought I saw about 2 or 3 wrecks on the back straightaway with this group.
They're making contact. They're bouncing off each other, but they're hanging on these cars. These cars got a lot of grip. You see somebody, I guess that's Eric Jones, got a lot of tire rub. I think the 10 car does.
Eric Jones's first All-Star race not going extremely well.
10 car's got a bunch of tire rub.
For the second time
running
tonight.
over each other.
Second place, Keselowski Boyer with Elliott. Logano trying to run away and hide to finish off stage 3.
Our defending champion is in control, and he looks smooth. I mean, I've not seen that car bobble. He's just been biding his time, being patient. A lot of other things going on around him, and they've been really rock solid on pit road.
You know, Jeff, I think that 22 car, Joey Logano, he's the money man. There's big money on the line. He comes to play.
Denny Hamlin gets a run on the bottom.
Oh, Harvick really up the racetrack. This is the first time he's been in this kind of traffic really all night.
Trying to work his way back up from 18th restart position. Harvick now at 13th.
Yikes.
And looking for more. Lots more.
Man, that was a bold move.
It's amazing how fast he recovered from that issue. He kind of went up the racetrack at 3 and 4. Oh, contact between Denny Hamlin and Larson. But he saw two cars get side by side, and they stalled out. Harvick tried to drive by two of them.
I don't think I've ever seen these cars bounce off each other as much as I have tonight. I mean, they are using each other up.
That looked like a Ricky Stenhouse move. Top to bottom for Harvick against Kyle Larson, Vince.
Well, remember, Larson was inside the top 5 at one point challenging for second place, and then he had some contact with Ryan Blaney, had to come to pit road and fix some nose damage just above the grill, so they got some tape on it. He's got a fast car because they had found a good balance with it, but he just lost all that track position trying to make his way back up.
Bubba Wallace up to 5th. Harvick now up to 10th, just coming into that picture. And at second place, Chase Elliott has passed Brad Keselowski.
Let me tell you something, Mike. I'd keep an eye on that 9 car. That boy is hungry. Whoa, got a little loose right there.
But I do think that 9 car starts off really loose. He doesn't take off as good as some others, but he gets better and better throughout the run.
Guys, take a look at Kyle Busch in the 18 car. He came to pit road that time and got 4 fresh tires. What they're doing, they're sitting back there running 2 to 2.5 seconds off the pace, saving these new tires, knowing at the end of this stage, some guys are going to stay out on old tires, some a pit, and they'll be behind him. He's back there saving his tires.
Larry, Kyle Busch sandbagging?
It's $1 million, Mike. $1 million.
Oh, that's right.
Do whatever it takes.
I like the way you're thinking, Larry, but I don't think that's what he's thinking. You might be right.
William Byron making a run at 3rd place. Right there. Vince.
Byron has done a terrific job tonight. Hard to believe he hasn't even run 50 Cup races yet in his career. A little bit ago, he told crew chief Chad Knaus the right rear hangs on for about 12 laps, and then it goes away. And Chad, in a rare example of humor, said, good thing the last stage is only 15 laps.
I really think Chad is enjoying working with William Byron. I really think that they're starting to really gel, and that 24 bunch, second half of the year, I'd keep an eye on them.
Heck, I'd keep an eye on him tonight. I think he's having a pretty strong night.
There's your top 4. Look at the pink car. Harvick is coming. He is up to 7th place and one of the fastest cars on the racetrack as Byron completes the pass of Keselowski and moves to 3rd.
And made it.
And Brad really hasn't fought any of these battles that have come his way. I don't know if there was some contact between the 42 and the 14.
Watch this.
Here it is.
Poor old Boyer. He's had a rough night.
Yeah, I don't know if did they touch.
I think he just got. Look how he just got loose.
Yeah, 14 of Boyer definitely got loose.
That kid there in that 22, he ain't loose. He's running loose.
Hendrick Motorsports, 2 of the top 3 spots. They've won the All-Star race 8 times.
With 2 teammates, you know, the 22 and the 2 and the 9 and the 24. Penske against Hendrick right now.
Well, like Larry said, it's going to be all about what happens when this stage is over on pit road, or those that stay out. And then what happens on those restarts? Can teammates work together and try to push one another?
You got to be impressed with what Harvick has done, all the way up to 6th place as Joey Logano wins stage 3 from Chase Elliott, William Byron, Brad Keselowski, and Martin Truex.
Okay, now.
So defending Cup champ Joey Logano is our stage 3 winner. Drivers who have not won the All-Star race. Martin Truex currently 5th. Clint Boyer, our pole sitter, back in 16th. Brad Keselowski, currently the 4th place car. Our The drivers with the most starts in the All-Star race who have not been in victory lane.
This is where strategy will be all over the place. I think you're going to see guys stay out like Kyle Busch. You're going to see 2 tires, and you're going to see 4 tires. It'll be all over the place.
Oh, my goodness. Logano staying out. The 9 stays out.
Oh, boy.
Kyle Busch stays out, and everybody else is in.
Mike Keselowski said that his car is on the free side, but when he goes over the bumps, he just bounces so much that the car swings tight. He needs to be more free for this short run to the finish, Vince.
William Byron started off a tick free, but he got real good. He said, don't change anything, just 4 tires for Byron.
So the freshest tires were on Jones, Johnson's, and Harvick's car. They all had about 15 laps on them. Denny Hamlin, Kurt Busch, Ryan Blaney rolled the dice with just 2 tires and moved toward the front of the pack. To roll the final stage in the All-Star race. That means it's time for tonight's Credit One Bank Ones to Watch.
2017 champion Mark Truex Jr. has been in the All-Star race 8 times, finishing second 2010. I think tires win this race tonight. He's got 4 fresh ones, and I think he's going to get that first All-Star win.
Yeah, you're right, Jeff. 4 fresh tires will win the race. I love the strategy. Adam Stevens and Kyle Busch, they rode around for 11 laps, restarting 4th with 4 really good tires on that car.
Boys, there's just something about the name Elliott and $1 million that seem to go together. Chase Elliott.
All you guys are talking about tires. All week we've talked track position, and Joey Logano has it. And that's why I thought he'd be one to watch until I heard him say, we've made our bed. So let's find out. 15 laps to go. This is it. This is what everybody's been waiting for. The final stage of the Monster Energy All-Star race.
What was that, Larry? He was talking about fresh tires, and then he came out and said, pretty good.
Geico restart zone. Here we are. Here we go.
He's pushing the 9 now. Shorter it up here. 9's drifting out a little bit. 20's pushing you. Still there. Door pulling in bumper. Bumper still there. He's on you tight. Still there. He doesn't
Chase
have
Elliott
he's on you tight.
Huge shove from the 18 of Kyle Busch.
Harvick tried to come up the middle, ran into the back of the 11.
Ooh, this is getting big right here. Yikes.
This ain't going to work, is it? That's what you normally say.
Oh, buddy.
Man, this is for $1 million right here. These two going at it.
The final stage, 5 laps longer this year. And those 2 cars side by side will pull others right up to them, like Kyle Busch.
Kyle Busch looking for somewhere to go. He's going to give that 9 a nice shove. He's going to shove him right out front.
And then he's going to try to go right by him if he can.
Larson 4 wide on the bottom. Wow, it worked.
That is...
Bowman 4 wide.
Wham, bam. Eric Jones got hit on both
I've never seen 4 cars go by this start-finish line side by side like that.
Oh, Truex has damage.
Truex took a lot of damage there. Oh, changed for the lead.
Yeah, while all that was happening,
wow.
Kyle Busch back to the front.
Kyle Busch just drove around the 9 car. I didn't see that coming.
Those 4 pretty good tires that Larry was talking about.
Wow. Oh, another shove and around goes the car. Turn 3, it's Hamlin. He got drilled going into turn 3.
Well, I'm not sure what happened there. I mean, I know he got hit, but I'm not sure what caused it.
Oh, push came to shove.
It did.
The car behind him, Darrell, probably had another 10 miles an hour of speed coming into the corner, and it was Ryan Blaney.
Let's see what happens down the back here. It's usually cause and effect. 12 and the 18.
Bubba Wallace comes a little bump. Now Ryan's getting a big shove from his teammate.
Ooh.
Oh, wow, now something happened.
Wow, something happened to the, I mean, the 11 just about stopped.
Yeah, I think Hamlin had an issue there.
And Austin Dillon's in it. So let's ride with our Ford onboard camera with Ryan Blaney.
All right, 2 coming to you in line. Half back 2, half 2. Yep. Still outside. 11 got cloud up here. Outside. Clear up, clear up, clear up, up. Toss it out, toss it out.
Yeah, just got to believe Denny Hamlin had some kind of an issue.
I believe his left rear tire was going down, because you can see he just stopped.
So let's look at that left rear. Apparently there's evidence of prior contact.
He doesn't have any riding on the rights or the left. Remember, he was in the middle of that 4 wide down the front.
Well, you see the left rear, how I think if you watch it, it'll go down right here. And he realizes that, and he tries to probably stop or slow down. And when he did, the 12 drilled him. You see that tire, how it starts to fold up?
I think you're right, Darrell.
Yeah, Blaney just no idea that Denny was having an issue there.
Vince?
Yeah, I can confirm certainly when they took that left rear off Denny Hamlin's car, it was flat. It's unfortunate for Hamlin because he had told the team just a few moments ago that he really felt like he had a good amount of grip and it wasn't falling off. So he had finally gotten to the point where he really liked his race car and felt like they were going to be able to do something with it. And then this happens.
Well, now a lap before, let's show you what happened to Martin Truex. The blue and red yellow car right in the middle of your screen.
So he's going to get maybe a little bit of a bump on the right rear corner of his rear bumper.
Bam!
Oh man, it looks like he's not happy with Denny Hamlin.
Truex definitely turned right.
And this is when Bowman gets to the outside, and then they ran 4 wide. I think Jimmy Johnson was on the very inside. They ran 4 wide all the way off of turn 4, all the way into turn 1.
They came by the front straightaway 4 wide. You can't do that.
Well, they did it, but didn't work out so well.
All the races that we've seen from this vantage point, and we've never seen that at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Yeah, I've seen 3 wide, and I thought that was pretty amazing. They were racing side by side 4 wide.
And there's the result, all down the side of Truex's car. So under caution, with 13 to go, here it is.
You can tell Truex is just really frustrated and not happy with Denny Hamlin. Pushes him up the racetrack as Bowman gets to the outside.
Bam!
Now they're 4 wide. There's Jimmy to the inside. And this just continues all the way. You can see even more contact.
That's unbelievable that you could do that. But I think Martin was upset with Hamlin already. But look at it.
That's incredible.
It's unbelievable. That's what you call having your ducks in a row right there, boys.
That's the 4 wide salute. Woo!
That's pretty amazing. I like it.
That's when you're really happy to be Jimmy Johnson.
If anybody's waving at anybody there, they're not using all 5 fingers.
No. You're number 1. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I want to be the guy that has 12 tires.
One to go here.
Look at this, 16 tires, corner better than 4. Great camera work and
great job.
Unbelievable racing on a full moon Saturday night in Charlotte.
Brian Blaney said, let me get in on this.
Our Fox Visor cam on board the Chevy onboard camera on Jimmy Johnson's number 48. Great that this 7-time champ has chosen to take you along for the ride tonight.
I told Jimmy, I said, I'd wear that camera every week. That way they can see how hard I'm working.
Now, guess who has worked his way all the way up to 4th place in all this? That Jones boy.
Full disclosure here, we do still have that right rear pretty bad. I mean, it's there. Yeah, we saw it stop smoking, so we thought it was okay there. I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, we saw it, so we think it's okay.
Yeah, that's really easy for you to say when you're sitting down on pit road and the driver's driving it into the corner at 180 miles per hour.
Isn't that a Brooks and Dunn song where wishful thinking turns into wishful drinking?
Well, it is Saturday night.
That's right. Kyle Busch and Chase Elliott will square off from the front row. Logano and Jones, Kurt Busch and Larson, Byron and Harvick, Wallace and Blaney, the top 10. It'll be 12 laps to go. We're back under green.
Joey Logano, great push to the 9 of Chase Elliott again. Here comes Larson 3 wide through the middle.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh boy,
here we go.
4 wide.
5 wide. 2 wide.
Larson to the lead.
Look at that. Larson just slid in there and took the lead.
Well, Kevin Harvick sent him to the lead with his bumper. How about that?
Oh, this is going to get good, guys. It's going to get really good. It's already good. It's going to get great. Kevin Harvick's back in the picture. He's running 4th.
Kyle Busch up to the top lane, trying to get a big run off the corner.
Kyle with those.
They got a hit of steam down the back. Look out, guys. Here I come.
Man, look at that run that Kyle Busch gets.
Kyle with those lightly used tires from the last stage, as Larry pointed out.
Well, there goes the 20 car. I think he just lost the tire.
Oh, yeah.
And then some.
I believe the spotter was wrong. I didn't believe he was.
It's been a tough night for Eric Jones.
Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, here's a look.
Yeah, the tire's gone down. He's just trying to hang on to it, but good grief. When your right rear goes, not much you can do.
He did a heck of a job driving it.
Oh, he tried to.
Not making that worse than it was.
Tried to get out of everybody's way, or up the hill out of the way anyway.
Hello, wall. For those of you looking for the Royals-Angels baseball game, the start can currently be seen on FS2 or on the Fox Sports app. And we'll head out to Anaheim here on FS1 after the conclusion of race coverage. We have just 12 laps to go.
My goodness. Don't have any cars left at the end of 12 laps the way it's going.
We've had a few dingers, but they haven't been home runs. How about Kyle Larson getting to the lead with a big assist from the 4 of Kevin Harvick?
And he's starting in the 6th position. So here you can see Kevin Harvick right on his rear bumper. And he just went wherever they weren't. That was a great job. I mean,
right here.
Right surprising. Here. Actually, that hole opened up for him. And now here comes the big shove from Kevin Harvick.
And Harvick is just shoving him right on up through there.
And you can see the 9 was getting a push from the 18, but he kind of wiggled and almost had to check up there. Just lost some momentum. That's what allowed Larson to slide up in front of Chase Elliott.
So what did Kyle Busch have to say about that?
You've got to help me get better at defending, man. We are defending like every restart we're getting. We didn't get any help there from 20. Couldn't push it.
Kind of hard to push when you got a flat tire.
Eat a couple of M&Ms and calm down. It's going to be okay.
but you know,
we're 12 laps for $1 million. Your voice is going to go up a couple of octaves too. Joey Logano restarted up front. He is now 6th, Jamie.
Yes, and last caution, Joey Logano said, I cannot give up track position. Well, this time he's sitting 5th. He just told his team, we cannot win from here. The team is on the wall. They've got their last set of tires. They're debating if they should go for it, roll the dice at this point.
I'll tell you who I see as the star of the whole show is Ryan Newman in the number 6. How many free passes has he got tonight? How many times have they been in the pits straightening out right side damage from him hitting the wall? And here's Newman in 5th place.
Look at the color of that car.
He even slid through the AstroTurf.
Right.
And, and he was safe.
But the color of that car is green, just like the color of the $1 million.
Oh, shucks. I know what you mean.
I mean, after this, you'd say, well, he's done for the night.
No, it's his lucky night. It's got to be his lucky night.
Yep.
Look at that. Tell me green's not good. I like green.
From little acorns, big trees grow, right? Isn't that the deal?
Ah, you grow.
All right.
I like that.
Thrift and savings.
Boy, I know one guy that was not wanting to see that, and that's Kyle Larson.
Right.
Did such a phenomenal job. Here comes Logano to the pit road to get those 4 tires.
And Ryan Blaney coming as well.
Whoa.
Larry, I like that. If you can't win it, do everything you can to try and win it.
Well, I totally agree with what Jamie reported there on Joey Logano. If you're sitting back there 6th or 7th or further back, you're not going to win the race just sitting out there on the same tires, Jamie.
That's right. They already paid for this set of tires. Why not take them? It's the All-Star race. Joey Logano is in. They go to work on the right side. The car has been pretty good tonight, but once he got shuffled back in traffic, he just knew he didn't have a shot at it. They work on the left side. Ryan Blaney, you see the Barabon on the front. He's had some damage, some run-ins. They've had their issues tonight, but the 22, 4 tires. Roll the dice. Let's see what it does.
Well, with everyone on the lead lap and only 2 other cars on pit road, Logano would restart 17th.
That's a little deep in the field.
Yeah,
I don't care how good your tires are.
I agree, and I mean, you don't know what's going to happen in those first couple rows in front of you. Even though you were in 6th, you know you got a pretty good race car. I think there's still plenty of racing and laps left to go here, and as much action as we've been seeing on these restarts, there's a good chance some of these guys are going to take themselves out of it.
Well, it's been a big night. It's been a long one, but it started with the Monster Energy Open and Daniel Hemrick, the pole sitter, and then worked our way into the All-Star race. Kyle Busch, Stage 1 winner. A wild ride for Ryan Newman. Kevin Harvick, winner of Stage 2. Trouble here for Austin Dillon and Eric Jones. Joey Logano, the winner of Stage 3. And then Denny Hamlin having a problem right in front of Ryan Blaney. Austin Dillon involved. And most recently, that's the most recent caution at 75. Then at 78, Eric Jones into the wall. And that's where we are on Full Moon Saturday night.
And Mike, remember, caution laps don't count. And so, you know, we've got 12 laps to go here. That's too, I think, for the 22 car of Joey Logano, that's a little too deep in the field in 12 laps to try to think you're going to race your way back to the front, unless something big happens in front of you.
But as Larry said, they couldn't win it from where they were. So why not get tires and try? What else are you going to do with them?
Yeah, look, it's winner take all just about. It's $1 million to the guy who wins, and I have no idea what second place.
So you won the first All-Star race. Do you remember who finished second?
Exactly.
That's the point. That's the point, Daryl. I believe it was Harry Gant.
Yeah, it was Harry Gant. It's Harry Gant. That's who it was.
Okay, see? But hardly anybody remembers who finishes second. Let's try this again. It'll be 11 to go, or 12 to go, is what's on the board. Green flag.
I think Larson might have gotten too good of a start there. Didn't have anybody pushing him.
Ooh, man, up the hill he went, too.
And Harvick got shoved into him by Keselowski.
Ooh, block. He blocked. Ooh, I got a bump.
Oh, man. He just got to the rear bumper of Kyle Busch. Now Kyle Busch might be taking 3 wide.
Oh, boy.
Kevin Harvick to the outside.
Harvick on up against the wall. Is he going to hang on? Yes, he is.
And what a great job by Kyle Larson to be able to get that lead back from Kyle Busch.
And Kyle Busch had to leave a lot of room for Harvick up there in turn 4.
Oh, he did, Mike.
Yep.
And look who's running 4th right now, Mike. Look at that blue and red car.
Bubba Wallace.
How about that?
Austin Dillon right with him.
And they're just
Harvick to the high side.
And there's such a huge run that these guys get when they get.
Oh, Harvick bounced off the wall.
Did look like he almost touched it, didn't it?
Oh, he did. I mean, he touched it. I don't think he heard anything. That's a wad right there, guys.
Oh, man, the 11's got issues again. I just keep seeing these big runs that guys like Kevin Harvick, Kyle Busch are getting. They just, once they get to the corner, they try a different lane. It just does not seem that they can get to the outside. But look like Larson got a little wide there.
He did. He pushed up off of 4 a little bit, but it didn't seem to slow him much. He stayed in the gas.
Fellas, watch on the inside. Joey Logano is coming. He has those 4 fresh tires. He is up to 7th in that yellow number 22.
My goodness, I wouldn't have thought that, Mike, and he is coming in a hurry.
Larson made that car awfully wide down there through 1 and 2. He's going to have to do the same thing down here in 3 and 4.
It's a battle for the lead. We're talking about $1 million here, guys.
One Chevy, one Ford, one Toyota. 3-car breakaway. Car bounced off the wall and almost took Logano with him. That was Kurt Busch.
This is exactly what Larson wants to see. Is these two guys running side by side, battling it out.
With that 18 car, he gets around Harvick to 4, and that 18 is stout.
No caution, 8 laps to go. Here's what happened. Busch got up high, bounced right into Logano. Oh, Almirola had to thread the needle there.
I tell you that 42 car, our leader right now, he is running the bottom and doing a really, really nice job of holding these guys off. I think Kyle Busch's car's a little quicker, but he can't get around him.
Well, he's just got to predict where Kyle Busch is going to run, because if he can stay right in front of him and keep that weight of air on the nose of that 18 car, he might be able to slow him down a little bit in the corners.
Larson is doing a heck of a job.
Remember, he had to run all 3 stages in the open and win the 500.
Bounced it off the wall.
Kyle Busch in the wall.
Oh, that was a hard lick.
And that's
really hard.
exactly what I was talking about. Perfect job by Larson. Fortunate for Kyle Busch, but that's exactly what he needed to do, is run right in the tire tracks and watch his mirror where Kyle Busch was going to run. That sent Kyle right into the wall.
And now Kyle Larson is, I mean, it's pretty smooth sailing now. Harvick's got a good car, but I don't think he's got anything for Kyle Larson.
There's Logano in 6th with those new tires working the high side.
Now can the 18 car make it to the end? To see, is he going to have too much damage that's going to cut a right side tire?
Logano going after Austin Dillon, 5th place.
Boy, I tell you, Harvick is cutting that lead down. Yes. He's getting there. I don't know what he's going to do when he gets there, but he's getting there.
I can tell you, these last 5 laps are going to be the longest 5 laps of Kyle Larson's life.
We have long called Kevin Harvick the closer, and this is why.
Yes, sir. He's coming, and he's coming in a hurry. But I just like the job that Larson is doing, Mike. He seems to be driving defensively. He's looking in his mirror and seeing where they go. He goes and blocks them.
4 laps to go as Logano passes Bubba Wallace for 4th.
Boy, what a job by Bubba Wallace. I mean, we saw how emotional it was just for him to be in the All-Star race. He's running 5th right now.
I just think tonight that open race really paid dividends for Kyle Larson. I pay for Bubba Wallace. I think these guys, the 9 car, I think they've had a great night, and some of that comes from running in that open earlier.
Three to go.
If Harvick doesn't get to the back bumper of that 42 car in the next lap, I don't think he's going to make it.
Well, you see now Harvick's starting to search around the racetrack. He's back up to the top. Kyle Larson's running that bottom groove. If Harvick can get a run off the top and get a big enough run down the straightaway and get Larson to go a different direction than what Harvick's going to do, that might give an opening to Harvick to make a move.
He's only got 2 laps to do it as they pass Kurt Busch coming out of the pits down on the apron.
You can see Harvick's really good on the bottom through 1 and 2. Larson's got to pay attention to that. His spotter's got to be telling him that.
Big run for Harvick off 2 down into turn 3. He's cut the margin by another couple of car lengths. But they're coming to the white flag. 1 to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank, and it's 0.4 of a second.
Larson left that bottom lane open one more time. Big run coming from the 4 car. Kevin Harvick down the back straightaway.
This is amazing. All Kevin Harvick can see is dollar bills flying out the truck of that car.
Kyle Larson
has got it made.
Had to win the Open to transfer. He did. And now Kyle Larson wins $1 million in the Monster Energy All-Star race.
Well, he's going to be in a lot better mood than he was after that Open.
Yeah, I agree. Wow, what a race.
He just locked himself in for the next 10 years, bud. Hell of a job.
That's right.
Good job, guys.
Wow.
Great job, guys.
Well, that makes up for a lot of heartache they've had this year so far. That really, tonight is a big, big night for that 42 bunch. They will celebrate Hardy tonight.
Chip Ganassi, his car owner, likes to tweet #ILikeWinner.
Got a good one there.
victory was fueled by Sunoco. Sunoco fueling victories all season long. Now that's a burnout.
He's shifting gears, still spinning the tires and spinning that car around with no steering
wheel out the window.
He hadn't had a chance to do that for a while.
All right, so Jeff, at Dover, you took Kyle Larson to get a mojo bag.
I did. This guy's had a rough year. Things have not gone well for him. And I just thought, you know what? He's a heck of a driver, and this is a great race team. They just need a little luck on their side. Well, looks like that's turned around for them. They just won $1 million.
Tell you one thing, that's a heck of an engine in that car. They just took a heck of a beating.
Boyer and Newman going at it.
Well, we'll show you why.
Wow.
And what happened after the checkered flag between these two.
This is fun.
This is the All-Star race.
I love it. All right.
Wow. And unlike other All-Star games, these fellas have to race each other every week of the season. Let's set that aside for the moment and talk to a happy All-Star winner, Jamie.
Kyle Larson smokes out the crowd. Everybody's on their feet. Kyle, it's been a long time for you to get to victory lane. It's been a tough year. You finally made it happen, but on top of that, you won $1 million. What are you going to do with it?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't really have many plans set out, so this is unbelievable. This whole day it was up and down, you know, from the B main we were in to you know, getting a little bit of damage, having to repair the car. Had some great restarts there the last few, and Harvick gave me a heck of a push to get to lead from the third row, and that was huge. And then again to get by the 18, that final restart, and just had to guess, you know, kind of what he was going to do behind me and try and take his air away. The 18 surprised me how good he was, but man, this is amazing. I've been close, you know, a couple times. I feel like every time I've been in the All-Star race, you know, I've been close to winning. So it's neat to finally close it out. Thanks to Advent Health, Credit One Bank, McDonald's, everybody who helps out on this Chip Ganassi Racing team, everybody back at the shop. There's a lot of people from the shop here today, so we get to do some celebrating. I'm excited about that.
Congratulations. Kyle Larson wins the All-Star race.
Well, let's go back and see why the drama between Ryan Newman and Clint Boyer. This is on the cool-down lap after the checkered flag.
Wow. Well, obviously something took place before all this.
Bam.
But Boyer not
Look at
happy
Boyer.
at all.
Look like a machine. So which way did he go? Where is he?
Kyle Larson salutes the fans. Winner of the Monster Energy All-Star race and the $1 million that goes with it. Lane, our aerial coverage provided by Goodyear. Those who live up to their names make one for themselves. Goodyear, the official tire of NASCAR. Kyle Larson and family celebrating with the check for $1 million. Congratulations to Coca-Cola Racing family driver Kyle Larson for the big win here in Charlotte. And the rest of the family joins him in victory lane.
Sweet.
And he goes up to celebrate with his team. Let's check in with Vince.
And now with Ryan Newman, he's just changed clothes and heading to the NASCAR hauler. But explain what happened
on track and then when you got on pit road, Ryan?
Well, 14 shot me on the front straightaway earlier in the race. I just about turned him around. If I went into brakes, I would have turned him around. And then after the race, I just went up and tapped him in the back, let him know I didn't appreciate the way he raced me. And then he body slammed me. Then I hit him back a little bit on the back straightaway, and then he just cut across my nose in turn 3. So doesn't take much of a man to try to fight somebody with a helmet on. I think he should be embarrassed of himself, but we'll enjoy a nice cold Coke and try to figure out what we can learn from today. We didn't do very well with our 8 corners forward.
Thanks, Ryan. Matt?
And that was the version from Ryan Newman. So what's your take, Clint, of what happened on this prize fight here on pit road?
Yeah, it was a damn sure surprise fight. I don't know what the hell his beef was. I thought he was a lap down. You know, our day was over. We lost track position there, got sideways, crossed up, and basically, you know, just buying time there and seeing if something's going to happen at the end. They got 4 wide off of 4. Hell, I thought he was a lap down. I checked up, and he run to my left rear, and that's the last I saw of him. And then after the race, he comes and runs into my back and turns me all around, and I pull up next to him, and he dumps me into 4. Where I come from, you get poked in the nose for that. That's what he got.
With $1 million on the line, oh boy, tempers will flare.
Kansas boy was hot.
And those things will carry over.
But one driver goes home happy, and here he is joining us from Victory Lane.
Kyle Larson, congratulations, man. What a night. Hey, buddy, I think you got your mojo back.
Thank you, Jeff. Yeah, you're a big credit to that, so thanks.
Well, man, I mean, we talked to you after the Open, and you weren't real happy with the way you guys executed in that part of the night, but boy, did you guys turn around. How did you get this thing done? It looked like your restarts are pretty amazing.
Yeah, it was, you know, we struggled the beginning of that race. I was pretty tight, deep in traffic, and worked on it. Got to where I was too loose. Got some damage, actually. We got good track position, then I got damage from when the 12 cleared up in front of me, and I hit him too hard. And then we had some good stops, but we had to repair damage along with it, so we couldn't show for how good our stops were. But yeah, those last few restarts, I don't even really know what all went down to get up. I restarted deep, and then I got all the way up to 6th, I think, before we had a couple more restarts, and Harvick gave me a heck of a push from the 3rd row all the way up past Chase for the lead, and then Kyle was extremely fast on his old tires, so I was nervous about that, and Harvick, I feel like he had the quickest car throughout the last 2 days, and just clean air, I held it wide open. That's as hard as I've ever pushed a pedal for that long, so I just had to guess where he was trying to go, take his air away, and got the job done. So can't say enough about these guys. They've been working so hard, and we've been tearing up a lot of equipment, having a lot of bad luck, but we can kind of forget about all that now.
Well, great job. Enjoy the celebration and the $1 million.
Yeah, have some fun. Congrats.
Yeah, congratulations, Kyle.
Thank you, guys. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, brother.
Here's what he's talking about. Watch the 4, the pink car, come up and give him a big run.
Well, and that's also what Kyle Busch was so upset about, that he could have blocked that run of the 42 of Larson and maybe prevented that pass from happening.
Harvick finishes 2nd tonight.
And if there's definitely an award for recovery tonight, that goes to Kevin Harvick. Impressive speed in the car from the back to the front, and you almost walked away with another $1 million check. How would you describe this night?
Letdown. That's how you take the fastest car and don't win the race with it. You spot them the whole field, and just an incredible Busch Beer Ford. Rodney and all these guys on the team just did a great job, and it was just unfortunate the way the pit road went tonight, because it wasn't even close to anybody having a good car like we had tonight. So it was just a great night for performance, just a bad night on pit road.
All right, Kevin Harvick, 2nd here in the All-Star.
0.3 of a second was the difference. Larson to Harvick, with Kyle Busch 3rd.